work so hard for everything. Don't wanna lose my time or my mind on the grind, but I want a better life for me. I do the things I hate to do, just to try to find my way to you. I see you in my mind all the time, visualize, and I hope that I can make it through. I gotta find my way out. I gotta find my way out. I gotta find my way out of everything that holds me down. I'll scream until my lungs give out. Ain't nobody gonna stop me now. I gotta find my way out of everything that holds me down. Out of everything that holds me down. Out of everything that holds me down. I wanna be a better me. I wrote a song called Destiny. When I'm in pain, don't let them see. Emotion is the enemy. Therapeutic chemistry. I strive to be a part of you. I wanna help the world get through. Sometimes I feel so small against it all. Don't know what to do. I just dream of ones and twos. I gotta find my way out. I gotta find my way out. I gotta find my way out of everything that holds me down. I'll scream until my lungs give out. Ain't nobody gonna stop me now. I gotta find my way out of everything that holds me down. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. Too much that's going on, I don't know what to do. Paralyzed by options in this world, can't pick and choose. Yeah, everybody's life is on display, including you. Yeah, I feel every day is just the same, stuck in a loop. I need some variety, I'm sick of this anxiety, I'm sick of this society. They make us feel a rivalry, compare ourselves to others, but we all got different mothers. We were raised in different structures, so we're different, it's no wonder, yeah. I just want a great life, something where I feel like I just didn't waste time, something I look back and say that was a great time. Cause man, I just hate when the years pass by the wayside. I'm so lost inside, and I need a little time to Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown, they wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises, and when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown, they wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises, and when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Ladies and gentlemen, denizens of the internet, citizens of Veridora, as we stand here on the brink of Armageddon, we can either stand or sit and greet into our soup, or we can party! It's all in!
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking
shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Well, good evening, happy Friday, and how are we all? How are you, John?
I'm good, Ben. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. I'm wanting to know if my audio's good. Can people hear? Is it sounding, how is it sounding to you, John?
Yeah, it sounds fine, yeah. Yeah, it sounds good.
That's good, because now I'm not having to go, my microphone. So yeah. How are we? So it's been a week, hasn't it? My God, it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week and a half, hasn't it?
Oh my word.
Did you have a nap today?
No, I wanted to. I really did want to, because I've barely slept. But I've been in here for nearly bloody 2 hours trying to work stuff out that I haven't worked out, which means I'm probably going to be in here all day again tomorrow. Woohoo! Before I go away. Yeah, busy. And I had to have my grandmother over today because we're going away instead of Sunday. So I had to do my, hosting and cooking a full-blown roast dinner. And, oh my, it's been a day. It's been a bloody day. How's your day been?
It's been all right. So, good evening, one and all. Dread Eye, Beats and Tapes, Lou Rush. I saw you last night, I think, Lou. That was the first time.
Tadpole.
Julie, yeah, Tadpole was here last night as well. Beats and Tapes, Tony, Andrew, Tony Garrett.
And a bunch of you. Whoever's here, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
I haven't seen Robin for a while.
Yeah, Robin will be back. Robin pops up.
I know, Robin's probably busy. He did leave me a lovely comment. Did you read it? The one where he said, I like the idea of naming each show individually because your titles aren't very memorable.
Yeah.
I thought, cheers, Robin. Fucking, we spend hours slaving over these titles to make sure they hit the algorithm.
Well, they don't hit the fucking algorithm, do they?
Maybe somebody can write us some decent titles then.
I was going to say, that's where you people come in, because the way to stick it to the algorithm is to like whilst we're live, subscribe if you haven't done already, and share. But the most important way to stick it to that bloody algorithm is the notification bell. If you don't have the notification bell on, you won't be notified. Even if you click the notification bell once, you probably won't be notified. You've got to click it bloody twice.
Do you?
It's as simple as that.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah, because I think
you've got to click it.
Well, we got a new member last night, Bex.
Oh, a new channel member.
Yeah. And I think
Oh.
she was saying that she wasn't getting notified. So
No, people don't get notified. People like us, John, the reasonable, filthy middle ground fence sitters who also like to have a fun and have a laugh. We don't. The algorithm, the people running the algorithm, certainly do not like people like us because, let's face it, this world is now completely divided into two extremes. Well, actually, there's more than two extremes. There's several extremes. Okay,
right. Okay.
But people are being more and more pushed to an extreme rather than sitting in the middle, rather than trying to look at a situation as it is. People are finding a group, finding friends, finding whatever, and they're going, right, well, they must think this about this, so I must think this about this. And people are being increasingly radicalized, especially by the echo chambers that they're forming for themselves on places like X and social media.
Yeah.
We somehow managed to break out of that.
I saw someone had tweeted today that if you turned off such and such and such and such and blocked people you didn't agree with and did this, then Twitter wasn't that bad actually. And I said, yeah, but you've just made it an echo chamber.
Yeah, well, of course it's not bad because everything you agree with is what you see.
Yeah, and if that's what you want, hey, don't watch us.
Well, no,
especially
because,
me.
Well, you say that, John, but there are going to be things that these people agree with. That people that don't agree with us on something will agree with us on other things because,
well, yeah,
like I said,
but the problem is, I think people don't hang around anymore. As soon as they hear something they don't like, they go boom. I mean, it's like me. I said Scott Ritter has jumped the shark, right? When he went all in,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I still watch him, and I still
Right.
listen to what he's saying because generally he makes sense. But there's a couple of things he just jumped the shark on, you know?
Right, so people may not know this, but I'm an agnostic. I'm not really an atheist, right? I'm an agnostic.
You're
And the
waiting to
reason
be convinced.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to be convinced. I do not believe until I can see evidence. And I was watching Ben Shapiro do a speech in Florida last night, right?
Uh-huh.
And I know you don't like him because of his quirks and his many quirks, but the man, you can't deny the man is extremely intelligent, and he is. And he's also extremely analytical, and I can't reconcile this. Okay, and I'll tell you the reason I can't reconcile it because he heavily believes in a deity.
Yeah.
How can somebody that intelligent, that analytical, just blindly believe in a deity? It just doesn't reconcile in my head.
Is it blind faith or is it a reasoned approach? Because, I mean, science itself is, in effect, it's a belief system.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, there's nothing to say. I mean, the current discredited theory, the Big Bang theory, is basically the same as the creation theory. It's the same story.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Well, yeah.
whoa, boom, let there be light, you know?
Let there be light, baby. But the question is, and I know that there will be many people watching us tonight or watching us back, not, you know, watching us at some point or watching this, who also believe in a deity. And whilst I'm not going to knock you for doing that at all, because you have a right to believe what you believe. And you have, you know, I'm not going to get in the way of that. But what I will say is this. I'm not convinced. And in my head, it just does not reconcile that you are able to be so, well, Ben Shapiro especially is able to be so damn analytical and dig so deep down into stuff to find the truth and find the evidence that he just blindly believes in a deity. Tony says science is founded in faith too. Faith, the instruments are accurate. Faith, the data is sound, etc. Of course.
Well, yes and no, because a lot of science doesn't even believe in its own observations. I mean, look at cosmology, and I know I keep banging on about it, but look at dark matter and dark energy. You know, two things you can't see, you can't measure, and you don't know if it's there, that were put there so that the theory worked. That's not science.
Yeah.
That's just making shit up. That's all that is.
Well, yeah. Well, isn't that most science, to be fair? Most science is based upon a theory.
Well, you make shit up, but you support what you made up by observation, right?
Yes, of course.
But the problem with, if you put things in there that you cannot by definition fucking detect or observe, then you are literally making shit up.
Absolutely, Andrew. Absolutely, Andrew. That is indeed just dogma.
Yeah.
Most of what you see is dogma. Even you know, political dogma, scientific dogma, religious dogma. It's all there to drive your way of thinking. It's there to drive you down a certain path, to help you form a narrative. You know, I put out a tweet earlier on. The mainstream media, that is what they do. Okay? The vast majority of people, because I keep seeing people talk about an alternative economy. We need an alternative economy. And I agree, first of all. But second of all, the vast majority of people still put their blind faith, once again, don't know why, in those institutions, in people like the mainstream media. And it's going to be so hard to convince people that maybe the mainstream media don't actually have your best interests at heart. They just want your likes, clicks, and money, right? And people will say, "Well, so do you." We'd like to get paid for what we do, but
the thing is, you're not going to sort this out. So this is the thing I was going to go on about tonight. So the problem is, right? History shows us what happens. Okay, and if you look at history, it does give you an idea of what goes around, because it does tend to be a little bit cyclical, you know. So
of course,
so humans are good at inventing things. You're intelligent creatures. We're curious. We're always tinkering away, and we make things better and better and better. And what we usually find is that we make things better really slowly, until we reach a point and suddenly it goes whoosh, right, and it takes off. It's a big hockey stick, right? And that's the kind of thing we've done. We did it with Stone Age tools, we did it with Bronze Age tools, we did it with Iron Age tools, we did it with agriculture, we did it with the 20th century is a perfect example. And the thing is, as we get more and more people, this happens more and more often, because there's more and more people coming up with the ideals. So instead of getting one or two people having the ideas, we've got 20,000 people having the ideas, and suddenly we go work, and whoosh, it takes off. And it's like silicon chips, jumbo jets. I mean, that the last century we couldn't fly heavier than air flight, and then suddenly we were on the moon, right? Allegedly. So
allegedly.
We're really good at doing stuff like that. And the same thing happened with communication, because we didn't have any means of mass communication in the old days, you know. So you had your travelling minstrels that would go around. That's what Ben would be. He would be a travelling minstrel, court jester type. Yeah, he would go around and he would be singing ballads and things like that, you know.
Give him a little loot.
Yeah, and these guys were basically the newspapers. Yeah, and this was hundreds of years. This is how you got your information. It either got passed on, mouth to mouth, or you met people from other realms that were going around entertaining you in plays and things like that. And that's a really slow and controlled method of disseminating the news.
Yeah.
So it was really easy to control everything that happened, right? And then what happened was the printing press came along, and printing suddenly got really, really easy. And then you found that people were printing all sorts of things, and there was a group known as the pamphleteers who were making pamphlets, flyers, and they were just handing these things out. And these were the conspiracy theorists of the day. So these guys had all these wild ideas, and they were putting them out in pamphlets, and the public were getting them, and they were going, "Wow, but," and so what did the government of the day do? They think, well, we've got to control this. So what happens is the printing presses come under control of less and less people. you end up with things like newspapers, which again get consolidated and become under less and less public control and more centralized control. And then legislation. Well, I mean, journalists at one point used to have to carry firearms to defend themselves because they were always getting called to duels because they printed rubbish about someone.
Yeah.
So,
You, sir, have printed absolute hogwash about me.
Yeah.
I'm going to slap you in the face with a glove and challenge you to a duel.
exactly, that's exactly what happened. Right, so, but then legislation came in like libel and defamation and all that kind of thing, and things started to calm down, and the information supply got controlled.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Social media, baby.
Then we got the internet, and it's just the same thing. It just happens quicker now. So we've had. I mean, I'll be honest. We're in the Wild West phase. We've had most of it. I think we're getting towards the end of it. And what's going to happen is your internet's going to get more and more controlled.
Yeah, well, that's already happening with things like the online safety bill.
Yeah, well,
and the EU.
Exactly. And this is more and more pressure's being put on platforms, to cut out people that are going against the narrative. And
well, have you seen that the European Union have given Elon Musk and Meta 7 days?
Yes.
They've given them 7 days to stop, or at least find the source of, tell them the source of, Palestinian misinformation.
Yeah, but I mean, see, this is the problem.
Or they're going to ban them?
Right. Well, yeah, but no, they'll find them. But this is the problem, because what happens is, and when you actually look at it, when you control the information source to that extreme, it's actually more prone to misinformation than it is if it's uncontrolled. Because if it's uncontrolled, people are able to easily search for and find ways of debunking things. It's like, for instance, look at Snopes, right? I mean, Snopes debunks things, and then there's other people debunk Snopes, right?
Well, yeah, because Snopes usually debunks something that wasn't even asked in the first place.
Yeah, but exactly. So this is the thing, because you've got all these people doing this, right? Yeah. You have a fairly easy task of weeding through the crap and finding out the truth if you put your mind to it. Now the problem is, once the information supply will be narrowed down, things will get harder. You'll probably, look at Musk already trying to make you pay for Twitter. He's trying to charge people in the Middle East $1 a year or something, but that $1 a year ties that account to your bank account, right? So bang, he's got you, because if you get banned, you're banned.
Zealand? I believe it's New Zealand he's doing this.
Well, it doesn't matter where it's specific somewhere, right? It doesn't matter where it is. But that's the first step, because that ties it to your bank account. So if you get banned, you're banned. So how are you going to get another account? Well, unless you've got multiple bank accounts. That's the thing. And some people do, right?
Yeah.
There is something wrong with your audio.
Is there?
Yeah. It's like it's like there's an undercurrent.
Right.
Of something. I don't know. It's bizarre.
It's probably my fan. My fan's on loud.
Well, maybe it is. Because there's something coming in. And you're
if I kill the fan, how does that sound?
Well,
does that sound any better?
It doesn't happen all the time. It only seems to be when your noise gate's wide open.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, I've turned off the fan. It probably won't happen at all anymore. Right. To be honest. So
this is what's happening. Your internet will be narrowed down, right? And it will happen over the next, 10, 20 years. Things will get tighter and tighter and tighter. So
I think even quicker than that.
Well, we'll see how fast it goes, because you think about it. Believe it or not, it's 4 years. 4 years since that virus arrived. 4 years in November, right? So, and I think we said round about 5 years before this is sorted out, and they're still banging on about it,
I've aged terribly in that time.
I
mean, look at my face.
look at the
Right
state
here.
of me.
Psoriasis is kicking in. I'm falling apart.
I know.
I'm just
me
falling
too.
apart.
So that's where we're going to go, and that's what will happen. But then somebody will come up with an alternative method or an alternative way of doing things, and then the whole thing will start all over again.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And
you know what? Grab yourself a drink, kick back, and watch it all happen. You know,
well, that's all we really. Well, we can comment
do.
on it as it goes, and that's what we will continue to do. Mm-hmm. But you know what? This new wave of people that have been popping up, right? And those of you in the audience might know the name Brent Lee. We've been on the show, right? And he's part of this sort of new wave of people that are popping up that call themselves disinformation debunkers, conspiracy theorists, I guess reformers or reformed
conspiracists. He's not even a conspiracist. I don't think he came up with any original thoughts of his own. He just regurgitated other people's conspiracies, didn't he?
But the point is that these people are getting a lot of traction now. I mean, Brent himself was just invited to an EU disinformation conference, and he was flown out to Poland, and spoke there last week. He's getting articles in the Guardian. He's getting on Jeremy Vine. These people are getting a lot of traction.
Yeah,
and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, because he's fulfilling the direction that the government want to go in. They want to narrow down the control of information, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, well, of course that's what he's doing. He unconsciously, I'm not sure that he's consciously doing it, first of all. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had a conversation with him.
Yeah,
I know.
And
I think he believes what he said. I do.
He's not that smart then, is he?
I think he believed what he said.
He's not that smart then.
Unfortunately, the narrative for people like him that is being formed, they're going to be used as useful idiots, okay? Mm-hmm. Useful idiots to, like you say, narrow down and control and debunk this, that, and the other. And you know what? A lot of quote-unquote conspiracy theory are bullshit. Let's just say it as it is. A lot of them are bullshit. Well, some of them are true.
I take exception to that, actually.
Okay.
Because a lot of them on the surface appear to be bullshit, right?
Right.
But you can't categorically say that they are, because there is insufficient evidence to
okay.
You could work on you could work on the balance of probabilities, but
yeah, that's what I would. Yeah, so that's what I mean, though, right? On the balance of probabilities, I'm sorry, I didn't elaborate. On the balance of probabilities, a lot of things. Yeah, lizard people, for example, right? Lizard people, come on, guys. Have you seen a lizard person? Have you met a lizard person, John?
No.
I sometimes worry that I'm married to one, but have you met a lizard person, John?
And the thing is, this is all predicated on this eye shift thing that you see in video, and come on, people, right? Video has only recently become fairly high quality, even Absolutely. On YouTube. Video has only recently become fairly high quality. Prior to that, you're going to get artifacts in everything, and it can make things look really weird, and it's just a digital artifact.
Absolutely. I mean, nothing's perfect, especially when it's being compressed and sent down this, that, and the other. If it's being live sent across the internet like this is, I mean, people, my video, I'm sitting in the southeast, and then sending compressed video from a DSLR to John in Scotland, and then he is rebroadcasting that video.
Yeah.
And that's being compressed yet again. Same with my audio. I'm using a load of filters and things like that to change and manipulate and compress my audio so that you get a lot nicer. And then it's going to John through this system, which is compressing it yet again, and then he's putting it out and it's compressing it yet again. Mm-hmm. Okay, so these things happen.
And then YouTube
and these things
compress
can
it,
happen.
and then you watch it.
Precisely.
Pardon me. But considering what happens to it, You don't get a bad facsimile of what we actually look like.
Well, no. I mean,
Pardon
I can see the show here. It's pretty perfect, to be honest, but it's never going to be totally perfect. And that's the thing. It's never going to be totally perfect.
Yeah.
At the point inside, like, I can see the quality diminish as it goes on. So I've got my Canon in front of me, which has got a screen pointing at me out of it. And the quality in that is beautiful. It's crisp. It's clear. Then I've got the Ring Central. Okay. And
Yeah.
I can see that there right now.
Yeah.
And it is slightly less.
Yeah.
And then I've got the show down here, and it is slightly less yet again than the Ring Central. You can see if you're looking at the things in real time.
It's definitely softer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really sharp in the actual screen on the Canon, right? It's really sharp, and then it just gets less and less.
I keep forgetting to record it locally. I should record it locally. Hey,
you should record it locally.
There's Amy. Amy's in. Hi, Amy.
Hi there, Amy. Hope you are well. Amy, ladies and gentlemen, is a channel member, and you can become a channel member right now if you'd wish by clicking that join button. And yeah, you will get some extra perks when we can.
When Ben can be bothered, his arse actually doing anything that would give you extra perks.
John.
Yes, Ben.
Send me some PNGs of Chaz, and I'll make them some Chaz emojis.
Okay. No worries.
I
shall send them immediately.
Yeah, send me some PNG images of Chaz, and yeah.
Did you move your camera closer? Because you're very big again.
No, I didn't. I zoomed it in a little bit to cut off the corners of the back wall. But it's manual zoom.
Yeah, okay.
Would you like me to zoom it out a bit, John? I could.
No, it's fine. It's whatever suits you.
Is that better? Is that better for you?
Well, yeah, it's just
better for you, John?
Yeah, it's just I'm looking at you on the big screen, and it's like you've got an awfully big face. You're not going to like next week's all. You're not going to like next week's all in thumbnail.
Why?
Because
Why?
It's a cracker. I made it today.
But that is my grand return because people don't. I won't be here next week. I shall be away with my wife and children and my friend. But I should be returning. Also, I have an interview that I've not fully locked in yet, but I'm nearly there. We just got to think about times, but it should be Saturday next week. With a woman called Jenny Watson. Now, for those of you who don't know who Jenny Watson is, she is a lesbian woman who was recently thrown out of a gay bar in Glasgow, John.
I've got something to put in you. In the gay bar.
For silently sitting there and sipping her drink. And then she started recording the drag queen on stage. And the drag queen on stage turned around to her and said, "You look like a TERF." And then all of the people turned on her and threw her out the gay bar. Yeah? So she wants to tell her story. It's public access.
It's not. Doesn't matter if it's public access or not. It's not a public place under terms of the public place for filming, right? It's a place to which the public have access, but it's a private place.
Yes, but if they've got their own cameras, then they forfeit that right.
Who? No.
If they're filming you, you can film them.
No.
Yes.
No, that's not the case.
Yes, if they're filming you without your consent, you can film them.
No. If they've got CCTV, they'll have signs up. Have you got a sign up that says you're using CCTV? No, you don't.
Yeah, fair enough. But if it's publicly accessible, the only person that can stop you filming or ask you is the landowner.
No, you should be asking permission to film people.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure this has been tested 100, maybe 1,000 times in court.
It maybe has, but it's not right.
It might not be right, but it is legal.
Place.
Because,
so, right, okay. So, and on that now, I'll be doing an extra carrots on Thursday, and Ed's going to join me for it. So, there's something new.
You haven't told me what it's about, though.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
It's not a rabbit hole. It's an extra carrots, and your extra carrots are just little snippets of things that I come up with.
I know.
On short notice, usually. So I'll just have a chat.
And I named the show for you. Yes, I did.
Yeah. So there you go.
And do you know what? I might even join you for some extra carrots in the coming weeks.
Cool. But you won't
I
be
might
joining
even
me
do
on
any.
Monday, will you? Or Wednesday?
Well, no, because I can't, John.
Do you hear that, people? He can't. He's away again. The guy who has no money is away again on holiday.
Do you know how? Yeah. Yeah.
Do I know how many
This time-
holidays you've had this year? I think, is this your 5th or 6th?
It's the first one I've paid for.
It's not the question, Ben. What was the question? How many holidays have you had this year?
I think it's 4.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's
This
January,
will be the 5th then.
Yeah, so January, April. There was a Butlins in there somewhere.
There was 2 Butlins.
Yeah, this is the 5th. This is
Yeah.
the first one I paid for, though.
There you go. There you go.
I paid. Well, I say I first one. We booked it a year ago, and we've been paying.
Yeah, I know how you feel, Julie. I know how you feel.
I apologise that people like to use my disability to get themselves cheaper things. You know, at the end of the day.
Well, hold on. Right. I know you say this, but you're not exactly an unwilling participant.
No, I'm not. Of course I'm not. If I get a free holiday out of here, of course I'm not an unwilling participant.
Don't make yourself a victim here, because you are very far from it, sir. Very far from it.
As you interrupted me, I was about to say, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah. 5 more than me too, beats and tapes. Have you noticed, every time Ben goes away, I hold the fort. Sometimes
Once again.
poorly.
And sometimes when I go away, I take all the equipment with me and I do stuff from the hotels, wherever I am.
Occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally. Not going to happen this time, though, because my wife and kids are with me, and they're not, well, the wife especially, is not going to allow it.
Yes, your wife doesn't, I actually think your wife doesn't believe that we're actually trying to make this a business.
I don't know, oftentimes I agree.
But we are, and we do try and make it business, and that's why when people do donate, like people have done, we really do appreciate it, because
We really do.
we're trying to make it a business. But what we really need is a bigger audience, because the bigger the audience, the less you have to give to make an impression, But yeah, there you go. Has the eagle landed?
Yes.
Has it?
The eagle has landed. Would you like me to go and get the eagle? Because I did promise I would unbox the eagle.
Indeed, he did.
John.
Yeah, how far away is
Hold
it?
the fort.
You didn't come prepared.
Just hold the fort, John. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Right, okay. So, what I'd like to talk to you about, people, is an episode that occurred in England in July when a young boy was reported for allegedly having a firearm in Hackney.
Oh.
Him and his brother were playing with what turned out to be water pistols, and a police officer called it in as a potential firearms incident, in which case the armed response units attended, and one of them rammed the 13-year-old boy off his bicycle. Now, the 2 alleged firearms, which turned out to be water pistols, one was pink and white, and one was blue and white. Now, somebody's being an arsehole here, and I suspect it started with the cop that called that in, because the whole thing's ridiculous. But this is the kind of response that the police gave with 2 13-year-old boys in Hackney. Now, I don't know the full circumstances, but when you see 2 kids having a water pistol fight in July, I cannot imagine why you would want to phone the armed response unit. And when the armed response unit arrives, I cannot understand why they would want to ram people off their bicycles when they're brandishing a plainly obvious water pistol. So that's what I don't understand. that's what I don't understand. I think it's I think it's a horrible travesty and overreach of the police yet again, because there's no reason for that kind of behaviour.
Oh,
Right.
so this is a package from Amazon in Texas.
Go on then.
Sent from me by Amy for my Halloween display, and it's amazing.
For goodness sake. That's a rather gangrenous looking duck.
Oh, I love it.
Is its eye hanging out?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
God, that's revolting.
Look at that. Little
Yeah.
bones coming out the wing.
Oh, aye. And is that part of its brain?
Hold
the
on.
purple stuff? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
That's just lovely. That's lovely. A zombie duck. We should make a movie. Right. Anyway, so I told them about the Hackney water pistol showdown,
Oh, okay.
which I was quite disgusted with. I think an overreach of the police again. Right. So
Of course.
let's a couple of things that we were wrong. We were wrong, and hands up. We were wrong. Greta got charged.
She did. Greta got charged with a public order offence. Yeah.
You're basically
She
a
did.
breach. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's given her address as Dorset, John.
Yeah.
She's living in Dorset, apparently.
No, I think that's to avoid her being remanded as a flight risk.
I mean, she probably is a flight risk, let's face it. She's Greta Thunberg.
She's another one that's she's just.
But the
been
irony of
used.
the situation is, right, she's a flight risk that won't get on a plane.
She doesn't have a clue though, does she? She really doesn't.
Oh, dude. Oh, I love this ducky. Light Beats and Tape says, "How dare you?
How dare you?
Don't you have the how dare you button?"
Was that it?
Mm-mm.
What was that?
That's true.
Was it?
Have you not got your?
Yeah.
Can you not hear your own soundboard?
Only when I do this. Only when I turn off your mix minus.
Oh, there you go. Well.
Good.
He's gonna find her. He's gonna find her.
Of course, I will find her. Oh,
I'll tell you where she won't be found, John, in Dorset.
How dare you?
There she be.
I just went to the left instead of to the right.
That's fair enough, right? There she be. But yeah, she won't be found in Dorset. She will be found on your mix board there, but not in Dorset.
Yeah.
But yes, we were wrong. Greta Thunberg was indeed charged. You know who else was arrested? Sir Roger Hallam.
I was going to ask you about that. Roger Hallam got arrested in a dawn raid.
And Indigo Rumbelow also got arrested in the same dawn raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's happening? I haven't heard anything from them. Have they still in incarceration, or have they been?
Shall I? I shall do some live updates because I believe they have both tweeted. So let me go to Indigo first. Indigo Rumbelow. I am following her on Twitter, and I have invited Indigo on the show because, of course, I have. Where is she? At 6:15 this morning.
I invited that guy Craig Thingy that got stopped at Glasgow Airport and questioned under the Terrorism Act.
Okay.
But he hasn't come back to me.
So at 6, this is a tweet from Indigo Rumbelow of Just Stop Oil fame. At 6:15 this morning, 5 policemen in an unmarked car came to my house, threatened to bash in the door, arrested and handcuffed me. I was still in my pajamas. The crimes? Holding a placard and giving a speech. And we've got the form here, the arrest details. Reason arrest necessary. Prompt and effective investigation to interview about the outcome of other investigative action for which their arrest is necessary. Pace. Prompt and effective investigation to interview blah, 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 blah. Arrest inquiry carried out at DP's address in relation to allegations of conspiring to cause public nuisance on 21st of October 2023 and perverting the course of justice on the 15th of May 2023. Well, actually, Indigo, on your own form there, it says you were arrested for perverting the course of justice. or at least so I'm
Yeah,
being suspected of it.
But why does this require a dawn raid?
Uh,
That's the part I don't understand.
let's go to Roger Hallam, shall we? Let's see if I am following him because I like to keep my eyes on these people. Okay.
Andrew, you're correct. It was Craig Murray. That's who I asked.
He retweets a lot of stuff. He just keeps retweeting.
Who, Hallam?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 11 hours ago. 2 days ago, the police pushed their way into my flat, injuring my housemate at 6 a.m. They arrested me for conspiracy to cause a public nuisance. The same thing they arrested Indigo for on the same... for doing a talk at a festival 3 months ago. Well, actually, that's not what that was. They took my laptop, phone, and fine. The question is, when is this going to happen to you?
Well, I hate to say it, he's got a point.
It does have a point.
He's got a point. Because, I mean, what does that even mean? Conspiracy to commit a public nuisance?
I have no idea.
This is all about Just Stop Oil protests, isn't it? And him organising.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the question is, one, why does it require a dawn raid, right? What's wrong with just going along and champing his door and saying, look, we need to have a talk? Why do you need to burst in, arrest them? I mean, what's going on with policing in this country? I've been watching too many American cop shows. It really is ridiculous. Yeah. I just find it completely unnecessary. It's like, we're big and tough, we're going to prove it, you know? I mean, you used to be able to, as a police officer, you used to be able to exercise a little bit of initiative and a little bit of sense. And
let me stop you there.
What?
Let me stop you there. Because speaking of initiative and sense, there are over double the amount of you watching as there are like. Use some initiative.
Why do you stop me when I'm in the middle of a...
Because it was a nice segue to do a bit of a funny bit, John. Funny bit.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Twat. Why is Elon Musk a twat? You know, I've gone off topic now, but why is he being a complete and utter twat? Because the stuff
he has more money than you.
No, it's not just that. The stuff he's tweeting out now is just complete nonsense.
What's he tweeting out now?
Well, just crap, like, you know, I mean, he keeps putting up, like, quotes from people that nobody knows or even less care about. And he tries to make profound statements that are less than profound. It's like, well, what's his game? I mean, it's maybe not even him that's running that account anymore.
Oh, guess who got themselves onto the community notes, John?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, woohoo, way.
I'm on the community notes. I can't write a note yet because I have to get my standing up in the community notes before I can write notes. But I'm going to be a fawn. Fawn.
But hold on a minute. Right, so this is just the same as Snopes.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just the same as WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
It's all down
Except
to the...
I'm now one of Twitter's trusted fact checkers.
You're a Twitter shell. You're a Twitter shell.
Look, I applied for it 2.5 months ago. And all of a sudden, 2 days ago, they were like, you're on community notes. I was like, what? It's like the same with, what was that, Getter. I applied for verification on Getter over 6 months ago. Right? I made the application. And then a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, congratulations. Congratulations. You are now verified. You've got the red tick and you've got all this extra stuff. We can stream on Getter. I mean, we're not going to, probably not. But
I really don't care. I mean, what the fuck is Getter?
No,
I know what. Don't answer the question. It was rhetorical, right? Okay. Holy fuck. Sometimes. Right. Storm Babette.
It's doing absolute fucking devastation up your end, isn't it?
3 dead.
Yeah.
So the
Jesus.
Met Office were right. There was a danger to life.
I never said there wasn't, to be fair.
No, did you see Stonehaven?
No, I didn't.
It's
But,
covered, it looks like a foam party. It's covered in sea foam. It's just
I can see
covered
a
in sea
flooded
foam.
M&S. I'm looking at a flooded M&S right now.
You should look at Stonehaven. It was like, I mean, houses and everything just totally covered in sea foam.
Stonehaven. Okay, I'll have a look. Give me a second. I'm looking now. Yeah. Wow.
It's like a foam party,
Wow.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine going out your door and losing your dog. Oh.
You know what? Once again, before we get on to, have you done your free speech bit? Have you done your free speech bit? Or are we going to go there?
No, I did it early.
Well, it was kind of.
Well, no, I never said it was a free speech bit. I said it was a thing about information control.
But
you said something about free speech. I didn't.
Let me bring up the person I brought up earlier again, Brent Lee, because I had to respond to him. I believe it was yesterday. Because what was it he tweeted? It's 17 degrees in October. This isn't normal. Okay.
Bye, Amy. Yeah, yes, I saw that. Okay, right. It's slightly out with the band of the average temperature, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not unnormal. It's not that abnormal.
Well, no,
you know. I mean,
because I'll tell you what. I
remember last week it was 2 degrees here, Ben. 2 degrees.
Yeah. It was down here as well. It was down here as well. But I'll tell you what I responded to him. We have a term for this. It's called an Indian summer.
Oh, it's not. It's called the Native American.
The point is that, yes, I agree, right? It's not normal. It doesn't happen as the norm. But it also doesn't happen very abnormally, because if it did, it wouldn't have a name.
Yeah.
It happened. And do you know what? Somebody actually came back at me. One of Brent's supporters came back at me and said, "But it's autumn."
That's when you have an Indian summer and the autumn.
Yeah. But it's autumn.
Oh, it had to be from the Midlands as well.
Oh my God!
It's autumn. It's autumn.
First of all, I responded with the definition of an Indian summer. Just copied and pasted the definition. Because what can you do with these people? What can you do with these people?
Oh, the problem is you can't do what you'd like to do. That's the problem.
And then in the same little thread, somebody had the temerity to say that I was stupid because I wouldn't listen to the. What? What are you talking about? Somebody just said, "But it's autumn." Indian summer refers to weather in the autumn. Jesus Christ!
I mean, for someone who doesn't believe in a deity, you call out their name often enough.
I know. Come and save me, Jesus! Come and save me! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Jesus Christ! Why? And the problem is, these are the people that associate with the people like the Mutton Crew, who think that bloody they are the source of information, the single source of truth. These people are stupid. They are morons.
I had a NAFO person. Replied to something I tweeted not today, this week. Something about this guy's a Putin sympathiser. When did I ever become a Putin sympathiser?
I find it exhausting having to try and. Okay, hands in the air. I put myself in this situation by simply factually responding to Mr. Lee's "It's not normal" with the factual information that this is called an Indian summer. It has a name. Therefore, it has happened in the past more than once. So much so that people thought to give it a name. Yeah. And I was responded to with, but it's autumn.
Right. So, question next. There's an MP by the name of Peter Boner who apparently is in trouble for possibly... Pardon?
Peter Bone.
I thought it was Boner. Or is that Bone. What he revealed?
He's still stringently denying he did anything, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, but so did Hugh Edwards. And Philip Schofield.
Hugh Edwards? You know what? We should start a true crime mystery series called "Where is Hugh Edwards?"
Who is Hugh Edwards?
Well, he has. He's just disappeared. Hugh Edwards. He had his little 5 minutes of being shamed, and then he just disappeared. I think he checked himself into the Priory or something, didn't he, or in some kind of mental health facility, and then he just disappeared. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually want to know if he's okay.
Speaking about mental health, did you see that? You actually posted it. Did you see that disingenuous headline from Vice about Canada?
Which one? Is it disingenuous?
Yes, it is disingenuous.
So it is. Take me deeper.
Well, I mean, the Vice headline is that that Canada's going to euthanize people that are suffering from mental health issues. Right? That was more or less the Vice headline.
I'll actually give you the exact headline.
Well, okay, you take me deeper then.
Well, I'm not going to take you deeper. I'll give you the headline because I want to make sure we're being factual. You know, when we're talking about facts, we need to know that we are indeed being factual. Where the hell is? I thought I tweeted it out. I did. Right. So Vice News: Canada will legalize medically assisted dying for people addicted to drugs next spring.
Right. Okay.
Some drug user activists are calling it eugenics.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, that's completely disingenuous.
Okay.
Yes, they may legalize it. They haven't decided if they will or not because it has to go to not judicial, but parliamentary review. Whoa, you got awfully white there. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, because I'm going to
on like 15 screens. So
I'm going to the story, babe.
Well, right. So the problem is Vice have said that they'll do it. Yeah. That's not the case. It still has to be going through parliamentary review. And yes, if they make it legal, what they will be doing is adding in mental health issues to their already existing scheme where they will offer you the ability to do this.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
okay.
That doesn't mean they're going to go around saying to everybody who smokes a joint, do you want to kill yourself?
No.
But that's what Vice are basically saying. Vice are being arseholes. Again, they always are. Their headlines are always fucking clickbaity, and when you actually read the article, it bears no fucking relation to the headline. They're worse than the mainstream media.
Well, they are the mainstream media. They are part of the mainstream media. Okay, remember, Vice was started by Gavin McInnes. Gavin McInnes.
Well, he's shit.
And
they're shit. I just find them a shit outfit. And they're no use when it comes to news because
they're not what they were.
They just spin everything. You might as well read the New York Post.
And what was it? Tim Pool calls himself the founding member of Vice News.
Well,
because Vice wasn't a news organisation before Tim Pool came along.
Well, it's not a news organisation now either, by my reckoning.
But what I'll say is this. The way they were and the way that they did things and the stories that they covered, and it's done a complete flip. It's flipped on its head. Vice is not what Vice was.
Yeah, well, that's my point. They haven't been Vice. They haven't been what they were for years, actually.
And you know what? There's such a space right now. There's such a space for that. You know that. I mean, I'm going to use the word sexy, edgy journalism that Vice was when it started, and it was when it was under people like Gavin McInnes, and then they got forced out, they got pushed out, and they took the woke pill. They took the woke pill, and this is where we are.
And this is the problem because if you go down the original route, you'd end up getting forced off the platform, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you would. Of course you would. And like Minuteman says, early Vice was quite good. I would.
We're not
actually
talking
go
about
further.
early Vice. We're talking about Vice as it is now, and it's the fucking joke. It really is a joke.
The only similarity between Vice as it was and Vice now is the name. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Vice in name. They're Vino. They're Vice in name only.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's
Right. So you tell me, was there an insurrection this week in America?
yes.
So what do you think will happen?
Nothing.
I think you're right.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't
Well,
the Capitol. It was the Rotunda.
It was the Rotunda. Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't quite the Capitol building. It's
It was
a
still-
tenth of a mile away.
Listen, there were still congressmen, congresswomen, senators being held up. There were journalists who couldn't go and do their jobs. They were being held up, I guess, whatever. The exact same conditions were met as were met on January 6th. It was an insurrection. It was an insurrection on Tuesday. It was. Because we have to accept that January 6th was an insurrection. We have to accept that, people,
So,
because that's what's been...
so are we going to see some of these people with 20-year sentences?
I highly doubt it.
Are we
I
going to see them
highly
with
doubt it.
any
because-
sentences?
Well, I believe 300 of them were arrested.
Yeah.
There's a difference between arrested and sentenced, isn't there? Big difference.
Big difference, yeah.
First of all, I guarantee you not a single one of these pro-Palestinian protesters will see solitary confinement. Many of the January 6th people had solitary confinement.
Yeah, and remanded
No one
in
will be
custody. I don't think these people are being remanded in custody, are they?
None of it's going to it won't happen the same way. Because let's face it, January 6th was not about the act itself. It was about sending a message. It was about sending a message that you don't go against what this government wants. And I'll tell you, there's a man in the United States who has been sentenced to prison this week for memes. Memes he made in 2016 that stayed on Twitter for 4 years and then only started getting investigated day after Joe Biden took office. Terrifying.
Ed better watch out.
This guy, I forget his name, but you can go look this up. He posted a joke, and the joke was telling Hillary Clinton supporters to go vote on the Wednesday because the election was on Tuesday.
Election
right?
interference.
That was the joke. But Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton supporter posted the exact same thing to Trump supporters.
Mhm.
Did she get arrested?
No.
Has she been investigated? And I mean, it's identical, John. And that video's still on Twitter. The video's still on Twitter.
That guy that does Hamza better watch out as well. I don't know who that is.
January 6th was about sending a message. And it was about sending a message
course it
that the Democrat establishment will not be questioned, will not be opposed, will not allow you to protest them without severe consequences. Now, are you going to see that same establishment do the same thing to people who otherwise would support them?
No.
No. I you know what? I would love to eat my words. I would love to see the precedent set by the insurrection of January 6th placed upon these people.
You won't.
They make the choice. Of course we won't. Of course we won't. And like I say, I want to be wrong. Rarely am, but want to be wrong. We shall see.
Did you see Joe Biden in the plane?
What with his bullshit?
With his speech to the not speech, but with his when he was talking to the reporters in the
Having
plane.
his senior moment.
Yeah, it's quite frightening.
When Joe was having, Well, it is. I mean, once again, we've spoken about this before many times, but this man is not mentally fit. He's not mentally fit.
I still stand with my prediction that he will pull out of the race.
Look, he's going to have to. He's going to have to. He's not mentally fit to choose what he's having for dinner tonight. He's not. He's not mentally fit to be in charge of the nuclear codes, and I hope
ice cream
there are
and brownies.
people behind the scenes.
Yeah, there is, Jill.
Well, no, I hope there are people behind the scenes who know to keep this man away from the codes, who don't give this man the code.
Barry.
Because Joseph R. Biden, has Alzheimer's. I've had family members with Alzheimer's. Yeah, I know what it looks like.
He definitely has some kind of dementia. Definitely.
Yeah, he does.
And he's always looking to be led around now. I mean, you notice that every time he is anywhere, he looks around for somebody to lead him somewhere rather than make his own mind up where to go, because he doesn't have a clue where he is.
And some of the rhetoric in his address to the nation, quite scary. Quite scary. Saying that our patriotic men and women are doing the same things they did in World War II.
Right, Joe Biden thinks it's 1991. Okay.
Of course he does.
He thinks it's 30 years ago, and we don't have the America of 30 years ago anymore. We don't have the military of 30 years ago anymore. The UK certainly doesn't, and no. The US doesn't have it either. And the US is now struggling because it's diverted its Ukrainian stocks of 155 artillery to Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ukraine's not getting that ammo now. It's going to Israel. They're struggling in government because they don't have a speaker, so they can't really they can't make any new packages of aid. So that's a problem for them.
I believe Jim Jordan has lost the vote again this afternoon.
Right. So the longer they don't have a speaker, the longer it delays them making any, aid packages to either Israel or Ukraine, because they can't pass anything without a speaker, which is probably quite a good thing. It's like, take a break, guys. Think about your own economy. And this is something I'd actually like to push out to Rishi Sunak. Maybe you should think about our own economy and our own country before you start offering assistance and aid to everybody and his auntie and the rest of the world, because charity begins at home.
Absolutely it does. And I didn't know this, and I have to update what I was saying. 2 hours ago from Jack Posobiec, breaking news, the House GOP voted to remove Jim Jordan as a speaker behind closed doors in a vote. He's out of the race.
I knew he was getting called in. I didn't realise that's what it was for. That's cool. So they don't want him as speaker.
Well, no, and he was the only viable option, was he not? Realistically.
Who did that leave? Is George W. still up for it?
Is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to do what she said and nominate Donald J. Trump?
Christ knows.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous because, like you say, they can't do anything right now. They can't even aid packages to even sort out the southern border. Okay, and they really do need, like you say, charity begins at home, and they really need to sort out their own house. They do, because tens of thousands of people a week are flooding across that border, and nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows where they're going. Nobody knows what their intention is.
Reminds me of another southern border somewhere.
Well, you mean just up the road from me? I mean, sometimes they land at my harbour.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I've got 12 hotels. I've got 12 hotels on the seafront, hundreds of feet from my house. Full of people. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they've come from. One of them tried to successfully and got caught steal my phone.
Yeah, I know. The whole thing's ridiculous. Right, I'm maybe going to speak a little bit about Israel.
I think we have to, don't we? It is the elephant in the room at the moment. There is so. Let's start with this hospital. Let's start with this hospital.
Right, okay.
I don't know what to believe. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking, and I just do not know what to believe.
Well, the mainstream media switched from one to another, and having seen the tape, the video or whatever, I kind of think it's maybe been a Hamas rocket that's gone short and landed in the car park. And I think actually it wasn't Hamas. It was supposed to be Islamic Jihad. It was one of their rockets. Yeah. So I think that may have happened, and what's happened then is that, they have made political capital out of it by upping the alleged casualty list and damage.
Yeah, I mean, the hospital itself, from what I can see, was not structurally
demolished. Yeah, I think that's I kind of think that's what's happened. I don't think it was an attack by Israel that's gone wrong. I think it's been a kind of self-inflicted wound. But and we've seen this kind of thing happen in that other place with little Vlad, because he's made political capital. Remember when he inadvertently sent 2 missiles into Poland and killed a Polish resident?
Killed 2 Polish residents, didn't he?
Well, there you go.
Killed 2 Polish residents.
And then asked for nuclear war against Russia.
Ukraine killed 2 Polish residents on Polish soil.
And then asked for nuclear war against Russia.
Yes.
That's a fact. He asked for it.
Vlad went on his video, probably had a little bit of a date with some snow beforehand. Russia have bombed Poland. We need to give them preemptive nuclear strike.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
But you knew at the point that you were doing that, Zelensky, that you had bombed Poland.
So that there's a lot of there's a big problem here, because this is a powder keg ready to go off. We've now got 3 aircraft. We've now got 3 aircraft carriers from America in that area, right? 2 in the Med and 1 in the Gulf, I think, right? Or near the Gulf. And the thing is, Israel appears to be attempting to bomb Gaza and it appears to be trying to humiliate it by just bombing it.
Let me try and say this as clearly as possible. Israel appear to be trying to make themselves a new car park.
Yeah. Yeah, an underground car park as well. But the problem is, I think, and their much vaunted ground invasion has been delayed, and I think basically they are pooping their pants because they don't know what to do. Because I think the problem is they go in there and the place is full of booby traps and tunnels, and they just. Of course. They just don't have any experience of that kind of fighting, and the only people that really do are the people that fought in Vietnam. And as I said, just reading the books about the tunnels in Vietnam gives you PTSD, So it's not a kind of situation that you really want to be involved in as a soldier. So I think the Israeli Defence Force has maybe been overrated. I don't think it's maybe as good as they think it is. Because having looked at what they actually do, it appears that basically they're just security guards. They end up walking a wire.
They're mostly young people who are doing their service because it's conscription, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it 2.5 years? Something like that.
2.5 years. Yeah.
So you're conscripted for service. They, like you say, for the most part, they're security guards. They walk the massive border wall. They make sure that there are no breaches, and it's very odd what happened on October the 7th. I'm not going to go any further than that, but I'm not sure that these mostly kids are capable of committing a strong ground offensive.
Yeah, I think that's a problem.
But we shall see, because they're saying today. Israel are saying today the decision has been made. They're going in.
Yeah. They've said that since day one, basically. But I tell you what they have done. They have allowed the short-term shutdown of foreign news sources from Israel. So that tends to indicate that they may well be in the process of starting an operation because they want to cut down. They want to cut down the amount of reporting.
Well, like I said, only time will tell, and time will tell how good these guys and girls are. And it sucks because you don't, like, you know, you're being pushed and pulled. If you look in the mainstream, you're being pushed and pulled to pick a side, right? And my line is innocent civilian. Always has been. It always will be. I'm not going to pick one of these two. I mean, Hamas is kind of a government. I mean, it got elected and then it just sort of stayed. It just said no more elections, folks. We're in charge now.
Yeah.
But you know, my line is that these innocent people on either side need to get the hell out of the way. Have to be allowed to get the hell out of the way, because there's nothing we can do to stop Mr. Netanyahu and whoever's leading Hamas down in his little underground bunker underneath a hospital or underneath a school or wherever he is, from fighting one another. So they're going to fight.
So information's coming out that China may be secretly funding Iran.
That wouldn't shock or surprise me in any way, shape, or form.
I think that's probably a given, to be fair.
But listen, China's a weird one, right? Because it calls itself a communist party. It's really not.
China's a dictatorship by any other means.
Well, communism is a dictatorship. Let's face it, it is.
Yeah. So
it needs to be.
So have you ever heard of Mahjong?
What, as in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about acquiring territory through slow and steady means, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how China approach war. So they're not looking for a swift kill. They're looking to infiltrate and acquire Belt Road. Yeah. Chinese police stations in the UK, Chinese police stations in America. And you know what?
Well, China are taking over the world, just very slowly.
Yeah, they're just doing it slowly and methodically. And remember, every Chinese person that has a relative back home in China has to report back to China as required. Yeah. Because if they don't, something might happen to their relative.
Well, yeah, because unfortunately the social credit system went countrywide, didn't it? And it is an absolute death knell to anybody if they fall foul of it. And by falling foul of it, all you have to do is disagree with your government. And then you are basically stopped from living any kind of life. And real next.
And you know, certain people in government on any side, you know, there's no need to single out any political party here, but people in government will be creaming their pants over being able to do this. I mean, you think about it. Look at the power that HMRC exerts over you just now, as they steal your money. Yeah,
because taxation is indeed theft. Oh, he's an anarchist. That's
no, but taxation is theft.
Especially, and it's theft. It's theft at the threat of violence.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they will use the power of the state or the enforcers of the state, i.e. the police force, to take away your liberty, to take away your freedom, to assault you, to remove you from your home and place you in their confinement. It is theft at the threat of violence. It's no different. But they'll say, "Oh, it's part of the social contract. You consent to it." Did I?
No, you don't.
Did I?
No, nobody consented to taxation. It was imposed to pay for the. It was imposed to pay for the Napoleonic Wars, and it worked so well that they repealed it for a year or so, and then they brought it back in because it was working that well, and nobody really complained that much. So that's what it was all about, and it's just gone from strength to strength because we've gone from income tax to almost everything else. Right, let's lighten it up a bit.
First try.
Victoria's Secret has gone back to sexiness.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Yeah, we're bringing sexy back because it seems that putting blokes in dresses, right, and using fat chicks doesn't sell underwear.
Well, that's not going to win. That's us not getting monetized.
What? I'm not saying anything. I'm only telling you what Victoria's Secret are saying. So they've gone back to sexiness. They're bringing back sexy. So, hey.
They're bringing sexy back.
I applaud you, Victoria's Secret. Well done.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're already in limited state. I've just checked. This show is already in limited state.
We always are.
So we cannot make ad revenue.
I know.
We cannot make ad revenue on this show already. What have we done? I mean,
it's because we live stream. I think all live streams go straight to it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would like to help us out, please click that like button, share the show, and subscribe if you haven't done already. And if you want to help us out any further, Ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/Chasing Dissent, patreon.com/Chasing Dissent, or indeed right here on YouTube. You can click that join button and become a Veradorian refugee. But yes, Victoria's Secret have it's taken them a while, but they realized when you get woke, you go broke. That's what happened.
Speaking of going woke, Kim Kardashian, right, has revealed that she hired a manny because she wanted a male influence in the children's life, particularly the boys, and so she decided she was going to hire a manny.
That because Kanye wasn't there anymore.
Oh yeah, and she revealed this, and my God, you should see the comments against her on Twitter about don't include the father in that. Hold on, people. Have you seen Kanye?
He was the guy that went on Alex Jones in a mask and said he loved a certain man from World War II.
I mean, for God's sake, you can't have you would let that have influence over your children rather than someone you've hired to be a male role model. I'd rather hire a male role model than have Kanye and influencing your child. I mean, you want him turning up in school in a full gimp suit? Because that's what he's basically doing, isn't it?
It is Balenciaga.
Get that gimp suit off, but it's Balenciaga.
Haven't Balenciaga recently been implicated in some very naughty things concerning the glorification of children?
Yeah, let's not go there because we're supposed to be bringing things up so we can end on a high, mate.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is Kanye knew this.
Yes, I know. Kanye's a complete and utter nutter. This is the last guy you want near your kids, regardless if he's a father or not.
I mean, this is Kanye. I'm a genius. Genius. I'm a genius.
All these lefty liberal clowns are pelting on her, saying, hire a manny. Don't get the father of your children. I mean, for God's sake, people, get a grip.
You know what? I'm trying to think of a compliment for Kanye West. I can't. I just can't.
I mean, you've seen him walking about Italy with and what he's getting up to in gondolas and things like that. This is what you want as a role model, yeah.
To be fair, what he got up to in gondolas did look like fun.
Yeah, but you don't want your kids watching it.
No, of course not. But
you messed your hair up, mate.
I think tomorrow night, because I'm coming live, I'm gonna have to cover some Kanye songs now, aren't I?
Oh, yeah, you could do.
I don't even know any Kanye songs.
Well, it won't make any difference. All you need is 4 chords and your stupid pop singer voice. Anyway, I think that's probably a good point to bring the show to a close. What do you think?
I maybe. Let me just check my notes.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Ben's going to bring us down.
Yes, I'm actually going to end on a slightly happy note and leave you guys with a question. It's official. Judith and Natalie Rahman, 2 US-Israeli hostages in Gaza, have been released by Hamas.
Yeah, I saw that.
What did Joe Biden pay them?
What did he give them? We shall probably never know.
We shall never know. And on that note, once again, boys and girls, if you've enjoyed the show, please, on the way out at least, hit that like button. We would really, really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be back for a chill out, music, whatever session tomorrow night, right here, 8 or 9 o'clock. Have not decided yet. We'll see how the day goes, because I am this close to throwing my sound system out. This close to just chucking it out. And, I mean, look.
Yeah.
There it is. Let's just throw it out straight away. Right. But yeah, if you can help us further, the links there are in the pinned comment. YouTube, just click the join button right here on YouTube, or Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Chasing Dissent, or indeed Patreon, patreon.com/Chasing Dissent. The other thing there is our Rumble link. So if we ever get canned on here, we will continue on there. So make sure you hit the Rumble link and come and join us over there as well. John?
And with that, I'd like to thank you all for attending this Friday Nights All In with me and Ben. It's been great. For you!
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.